Travel, miscommunication, and reworking of thoughts, ideas, and communication patterns. Sagittarius, this month has you reeling with new opportunities for your daily life involving your schedules and routines. What you need to know for your October 2022 horoscope for Sagittarius. Hi and welcome. I'm Patricia Tate with WillowGraceMystic.com. We begin the month of October with Mercury controlling your travel and technology still stationed retrograde. Mercury goes retrograde 3 or 4 times every year. In 2022, we have 3 Mercury retrogrades. They all start in earth signs and end in air signs. This means that you may start by revisiting some concrete, practical aspects of your life, Mercury and earth, to get to the root cause of these, your thinking and communication patterns, Mercury and air. If your work or daily routine hasn't been working, perhaps there's a thinking pattern that's sabotaging your efforts. Or if you're resentful or your work associates that may not have been carrying their load, perhaps there's a communication issue that needs to be addressed. This retrograde is from September 10th to October 2nd. The 2 weeks that follow will be a time of unraveling and adjusting to accommodate for new schedules or routines. Now, for ideas on Mercury's survival guide, I will have a link at the end of this video. So on October 1st, Venus, the planet of your needs, your wants, and values, is in the very unifying sign of Libra. It will oppose the planet of abundance, Jupiter. Jupiter is asking you to find a balance for what you want, what you desire, what you crave, to find ways to share your bounty with others. And your Libra house is your 11th house of shared resources. This is your friends, your social circles, your networks. This is your ambitions, your connections to work groups or business groups or clubs that you want to join. Then on October 6th, we have Mercury in the very grounded and detail-oriented sign of Virgo in a harmonious aspect to Pluto. Pluto is the planet of transformation. It's in the sign of Capricorn. Capricorn is earth, solid, grounded, like a mountain. For you, this is going to be a time of clearly communicating what your needs are to build sustainably upon. Your mind is going to be focused and determined with the ability to hone a particular skill. And then on October 8th, we're going to have the small but mighty planet of Pluto stationing direct. Pluto symbolizes regeneration, transformation, and rebirth. It has been retrograde since April 29th, 2022, and is now ready to move forward again. For you, this is a time to look at things differently, to transform and evolve with a new outlook. Pluto stations retrograde about once a year for about 6 months. The main theme of this time period has been focused on reflection to give you an opportunity to work hard and embrace your fears. As it stations direct, reflect to fuel your growth. It's time to change. It's time for you to take time to become aware and make small adjustments so that you can move forward, Sagittarius. And then on October 9th, we have a beautiful, fiery full moon in the sign of Aries. Now, for you, this is your 5th house of fun, romance, relationships, children, creativity, music, art, all of these things. Now, full moons, they bring endings, closures, and a promise of fulfillment. This full moon brings Aries themes of confidence, impulsive, bold actions. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, and it wants to initiate activity. It wants to solve problems faster. So at this time, you might want to use a little caution, slow down and not rush. Work at a pace that you're comfortable with and finish the projects that you've started. On October 10th, it ushers the planet of travel and communication, Mercury, into the air sign of Libra. Here, Libra is a social butterfly and it wants to balance emotions and workflow. This is a perfect time for you to sign important documents or travel with friends or partners. Libra is charming and friendly, and when combined with chatty Mercury, you're going to have a knack for knowing all the right things to say at the perfect time. And this is with your friends, your social circles, your groups, your networking. This is the house that's going to be highlighted for the majority of this month. This is your spiritual aspirations, these clubs that you belong to, or your groups that you participate in. On October 11th, we have the sun in the very social sign of Libra, again highlighting this house. It's in a harmonious trine with the very serious planet of Saturn. So this means that you may take on more responsibility, something with these groups, these networks. You may be more serious or more reserved. So set some big goals for yourself that are realistic and achievable. You have what it takes at this time to get the job done. Your long terms are well balanced. And then on October 17th, the sun, now still in Libra, highlighting your group, your social circles, your clubs, your purpose, your drive. It's going to trine the very driven planet of Mars. So while here, your energy levels and your self-confidence is going to be beautiful and balanced. This is going to be the best time for you to achieve your needs and your desires to reach your goals in all of your relationships, be personal and professional. You know what you want. You have the extra energy to go after it. And during this transit, your chances of getting it are greatly increased. Then on October 23rd, the sun, you representing your purpose and drive, moves into the deep waters of Scorpio. Scorpio is mysterious and motivated by a need of emotional closeness, connection, and truth. So here you will have a drive to succeed, and with Venus representing your relationships is sociable. Scorpio being a fixed water sign, your passion and intuition will be magnified. Scorpio is passionate and dives headfirst into love and craves meaningful and intense experiences. And for you, this is with your 12th house of dreams, intuition. This is karma. This is the hidden house of past lives, meditation, yoga, karma, Akashic records, understanding and a connection to the spiritual realm. So please pay attention to your dreams and receiving messages at this time. Next, on October 25th, we have a new moon in Scorpio. Again, this is your 12th house. So your dreams are going to be very potent. This is also a south node, a solar south node eclipse. So let's go back. For the past year, your 12th house of your hidden, your karma, your self-sabotage, your fears, your hidden supports, your limitations, and your 6th house of health, well-being, my service to others, my daily work, it has been triggered back and forth. And so with this new moon, this is highlighting this area one more time. The most eventful times of the year, they usually coincide with eclipses. They're times of an alignment. Their goal is to remind you of your life's purpose. They bring about fast-paced shifts, shocking revelations, sudden endings, and quick beginnings. They are a realignment to put you back on track where you have veered off. So there have been 4 eclipses in 2022, and all of them happen on this Taurus-Scorpio axis. So if you have personal planets, the energy is even more magnified. Taurus rules the 3rd house of local activity, neighbors, and communication. Taurus is an earth sign that's ruled by Venus, earthy, solid, sensual, stable, finances, money, your personal values. Both Taurus and Scorpio's energy is fixed. Scorpio rules the 8th house. It's a water sign, and it's fluid, rules sexuality, birth, death, rebirth. So all the eclipses this year, they have an aspect to the planet Uranus. Uranus is shock, surprise. I tried to plan for it, but whatever you plan for, it's not exactly what Uranus has in mind, so you can't plan for it. This means that you should expect events with even more surprises, twists, and turns. This eclipse will exactly conjunct the planet of Venus, the goddess of love, and it will bring important developments in your relationships with peers and loved ones. And then on October 28th, Jupiter is going to move back into the independent sign of Aries. This is your 5th house of fun and romance and creativity and affairs and music and art and flirting. So to understand this transit is to understand Jupiter. Jupiter's the great teacher. It wants to help you grow in ways that magnify the awareness, good fortune, and opportunity in your life. So Sagittarius, this energy is about moving you beyond your limits to realize the amount of opportunity that's available to you. While in the pioneering sign of Aries, here the energy for travel and meeting challenges will be head on. You will have the ability to widen your perspective. When Jupiter's in Aries, you are energized on a more personal level. You will be focused on yourself as an individual. Aries is a fire sign that rules the head, so your mind and thoughts will be on fire. You're going to be ignited with these innovative ideas and your intuition. This is an opportunity to let go of limits of your past and come up with new solutions for your future. Step into uncharted territory. There will be possibilities to better yourself now than perhaps you ever thought, because you didn't have this expansive insight that Jupiter provides. Jupiter often encourages us to learn from others, but Jupiter in Aries is more about self-teaching, self-learning, Both of these are valuable for learning and growing. So it's about learning in your own way. So during this transit, there can sometimes be a danger of becoming so focused on yourself and your own viewpoints. Opinions can run hot and we can be impatient for action. This can fan the flames of confrontation socially and politically. Remember the importance of two-way dialogue. Leave yourself open to learning from others. Expand your thoughts and embrace the power you have to control the direction, Aries, of your life. Be open to opportunities, Jupiter, solutions, relationships, fortune. Aries, you are the key to your Jupiter, big, expansive fortune. So remember, you are connecting your things that you are expanding upon to your romance, your creativity, to your children, to art, music. Remember, this house is about what brings joy to you. Then on October 30th, we have Mars, the planet of drive and passion, stationing retrograde. The energy will be back and forth, lasting until January 13th, 2023. Now, Mars in Gemini means your actions speak louder than your words, but when Mars stations retrograde in Gemini, your words can become weapons. They can be used to motivate, seduce, or undermine yourself or others. So use this retrograde period as an opportunity to revise your thinking and communication patterns that shape your actions. For example, speaking out and telling others about what you plan to do can give you the drive to actually put your thoughts into actions and do it. If you find that some of your actions and behaviors have been sabotaging your efforts, now is the time to finally get to the root of the problem. Rewire your mind so you can move forward, so that you can think and act differently in the future. And so for you, this is in your 7th house of partnerships, your clients, your one-on-one relationships, your contracts, your personal and these are things that you have one-on-one with close friends or significant others. So if you found this informative, you can like and subscribe to hear this new content as soon as it's released. Please comment below, as I would love to hear how this energy is manifesting in your life.